In my channel, I've done a couple of videos about how to invest with 10 million naira, how to invest with 2 million naira, how to invest with 50 million naira. But in this particular episode, we'll be talking about how to invest 5 million naira in Ekpe. So for those that are about to get some properties in Ekpe or about to invest in Ekpe, this video will give you a clue about how to invest, where to invest, and also how to maximize the capital that you are investing with. Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this is Meet the Property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate for those who have been investing, who are avid investors, those who are first-time investors, or those who are just about to begin to invest. We share tips, guides, and advice, and we take you on the baby steps on real estate investment here in Nigeria, understanding the land titles, land documents, risk, locations, and everything you need to know basically about securing your investment. So after watching this particular guide, I also advise you go to some of our playlists. We have playlists on Ekpe, playlist on property investors series, playlist on Ibejuleki, playlist on Aja, playlist on Lekki, playlist on Shortlets. You can always go to this playlist and watch the different episodes and videos we have in this playlist. You are definitely going to learn a lot. And if you have also been learning from our videos and you have not subscribed yet, come on, this is another fantastic opportunity for you to finally subscribe, and also don't miss any of our future and upcoming videos. So let's go into the topic: how to invest 5 million naira in Ekpe and make fantastic returns. In a previous video, I talked about different towns and landmarks in Ekpe, from Ketu Ekpe, Igbonla, Mojoda, Odoragushi, Ilara, Poka, Temu. I talk about the different towns in Ekpe and different landmarks that are around each of these towns. Now, I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of my subscribers have already acquired and invested in different properties, different estates, from different companies in Ekpe, from Landway, from Landmark, from Adron Homes, from MKH, from which company again? So many of them, Ideal Gardens, Kievan, and so on and so forth. But I've realized that some of our investors have invested in 3, 4, 5 different estates in the same location. So that's why whenever you want to invest in Ekpe, you shouldn't just be looking at the price. You should also be looking at where that property is located. So you are not going to have like around 4 plots, 5 plots, 6 plots invested in Ekpe, but all in the same neighborhood. It's not good to put all your eggs in one basket. And that's the first tip I'll be sharing in this video. If you want to invest 5 million in Ekpe, don't invest that money in one location. See, Ekpe is a very, very big town. And just as I explained in my previous video on the towns and landmark, if you have not watched that video, kindly do. That's just the best way for you to understand this particular video. So there are different towns in Ekpe. We have Mojoda, we have Odoragushi, we have Eredo, we have Poka, we have Temu, we have Ketu Ekpe, we have Itokin, we have Odugbawojo. We have just so many different different Ilara. So we have so many different towns in Ekpe. So instead of you putting this 5 million into buying maybe 6 plots, 5 plots, 4 plots, or 3 plots in one single location, is better for you to diversify. So it's better for you to invest in 2 different locations, 3 different locations with your 5 million than just buying 1 acre or 5 plots or 4 plots in just one single location. And I will explain the reason why shortly. Now, I'm always a big fan of diversification, and that's why I'm always against you putting all your eggs in one basket. Now, let's make it a practical example. You invest in Ketu Ekpe, maybe spend around 2 million or 2.2 million in getting a plot. You invest in Igbonla, maybe spend around like maybe 1.5 million to get a plot. And then you invest in maybe somewhere after the Ekpe toll gates and spend maybe around like maybe 1 million or 1.2 million naira to get a plot. Now, you have invested around 3 different landmarks. The property in Ketu Ekpe will be serving investing close to Isimi or around Isimi. The property in Igbonla will be investing close to the Augustine University, and the property around the Epe toll gate will be having a property close to the toll gate and also close to the Epe Ijebu-Ode Expressway. Now, by diversifying and not putting all your funds into only one town, only one neighborhood, or only one estate, it means that you are guaranteed that one of these locations at least will boom. You can't get it wrong in the 3 different places. So if the property around the Isimi is taking time, the property around the St. Augustine University can boom, and then you make a lot of return on that particular investment. If the property around the Augustine University is taking time, the property around the Epe toll gate and around the Epe Ijebu-Ode Expressway can boom, and you make a lot of return on that investment. So instead of positioning yourself in only one different location or around only one different neighborhood, this time around you are positioning yourself in 3-4 different neighborhoods, 3-4 different locations. So if this one doesn't go, this one will go. If this one doesn't pick up, this one will pick up, just to ensure that you are maximizing what you are investing. So you see why I'm not a fan of just buying 12 plots, 16 plots, 7 plots in just one location. I always advise my investors to diversify as much as they can. There have been several cases where I've sold some certain estates, and then my investors will want to buy more, and then I'll tell them, no, you got 2 plots here, you got 3 plots here, that's enough. If you want to invest in this same town, let's look at another neighborhood for you, so that we diversify. Instead of putting all that fund only in that estate or only in that area, we instead spread it. We spread that funds, and it means that if this one is not booming as fast as you want, this other location will boom as fast as you want. So that's the importance of diversification. So if you want to invest 5 million, you got 5 million to invest in Epe, don't put it all in one property. Instead, spread it. Now, if you also put that 5 million in one property, it's not bad. It's not bad. It just means that the next time you want to invest, you should not be investing in that same area again. You should be looking at another area. There are so many areas in Epe right now. The Epe Talking side, which is the Isimi side, that leads to Ikorodu, there are so many towns around that area, even down to the Agbowa, Maya, Imota axis. You should be considering investing in those locations too. Epe still also leads to Omu. Epe still leads to Ijebu. There are so many towns around that axis too that you can invest into. Then coming back to the Aja side, where we have before the Epe bridge, around the Alaro side, around the Elerongbe side, around the Epe Long bridge side, you can also pick different communities around this axis, Ilamija and so on, where you can also invest. Just diversify as much as you can, spread your funds as much as you can, so that you know that you are not putting all the funds in one location, and then if anything happens, it affects the entire location. But by diversifying, even if anything happens in one location, do that you still have like 2-3 different other locations that are safe, because all your investments are not in that just one location. Hope you understand it now. So which towns should you be investing in Epe if you got a 5 million naira budget? Ilara is fantastic, even though most of Ilara now is sold out, because all the estates, Chrisland Estate, Pure Words, these other estates by McLaurel, Key Phase 1, all those estates mostly that are facing the road, they are all sold out. The Nova Gardens, they are all sold out. So some of the land that are in Ilara right now are not really facing the road. They are quite some minutes from the road, but it's still fantastic for you to invest in properties in Ilara. Now, K2 Epe is also another fantastic location for you to invest, but I did a video specifically for K2 Epe, and I warned that most of the land that are facing the Epe Talking road, they are not going to be free. You must perfect this land, and you will be budgeting around like maybe around 3 million, 2.5 million to perfect this property if you are getting one facing the road around K2 Epe. So K2 Epe is also a fantastic location for you to also invest. Now, right now, land in Ipoka is already hitting 5 million, 4 million, 4.5 million, 5 million. Even some are even getting to like 6 million for a plot at Poka right now. But Poka is also a fantastic location for you to consider if you also want to invest in Ekpe. But remember, as I said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify as much as you can. Now, although Ragushi is also a fantastic location, properties around the Yaba Tech axis, although most of the land that are selling in Ragushi are 2 million, 2.5 million, is still bush. You can't build a hostel in those locations in the next 2 years or even the next 3 years. That's still bush, but it's fantastic for you to still position yourself in that location behind the Yamba Tech. There are so many land around the axis also that are still selling. If you want to buy a property around the Yamba Tech campus that is buy and build, that you can build a hostel, you are still spending around 4 to 5 million. So take note of that. So if you are buying a property at 2 million, 2.5 million at Ragushi, it's still land banking for now. But it's fantastic because it's still relatively close to even the closest to the Yaba Tech campus right now is Ragushi. So Ragushi is also a fantastic location for you to consider if you've got a 5 million naira budget and you want to invest in Ekpe. So if you want to see what we have in our portfolio, like I always say, I sell properties, so I sell land. So apart from the advisory roles that we play in terms of advising you, guiding you, and ensuring that you are not falling into some real estate mistakes and real estate traps, we also have different properties in our portfolios in around Lagos, in and outside Lagos that we are selling, and we also have a lot of options in Ekpe, including properties that are facing the Ekpe Expressway for commercial properties, and also properties that are facing the lagoon, Ekpe Water View. Yeah, we have a fantastic option, a fantastic investment opportunity for people that are looking to invest in Ekpe that is facing the lagoon. Direct water access. So we have different properties in our portfolio that you also can also introduce to you and advise you if you're also looking at investing in Ekpe. So I see many of property at the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos. We appreciate you guys so much for your comments, for your feedback, for your call. We so much appreciate you guys, and kindly subscribe, give us a thumb like, share these videos as much as you can with your friends so that we can also impact as much people as we can with different tips and guides that we are sharing here. Thanks once again, and see you next time.